Hey Pisces, it's Lisa, and this is your August 21st to 27th, 2023 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, all my information is below in the description box. I am holding a contest this month. If you would like to win a reading with me, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and leave a comment, and I'll enter you in the draw. If you've already subscribed, no problem. Still leave a comment and I'll enter you in as well. And I'll be picking the winner at the end of August. Just wanted to let you know Mercury goes into retrograde this week, sorry. So just watch your communications like me. I'm stumbling. Every video I've done, I've been stumbling. So you might be feeling the effects like me already. So just watch communication, watch the emails you're sending out, contracts you're signing. If you are purchasing anything, just make sure you have a good warranty and all that good stuff. Okay. So Pisces, the overall message for you for this week is the Temperance card. Temperance is all about synchronicity. The universe, our guides, loved ones, the angels are helping us move forward, bringing in opportunity, signs and symbols into our lives to help us move down our path. So just pay attention this week. The challenge that you have this week, interesting. The King of Wands. So the King of Wands is about being in the now, being present, but you also have to be open to opportunity. So you could be so structured. A few signs are getting similar messages where it's like, it's great to be focused, great to be in the now and doing what you need to do, but also be open to synchronicity, to where the universe is leading you. Don't be so structured or honed in going in one direction. Be open to other opportunities that are being presented to you, because they are probably leading you to even bigger and better successes. Okay, so with that said, let's see what you don't see coming in this week. Okay, so the Nine of Wands is all about, you've come through a lot, you've dealt with a lot, you've learned a lot. And it's about taking a deep breath in, exhaling. It may be about just chill for a moment and taking a step back so you can see synchronicity. And then it's charging forward. Because sometimes, again, if we're so kind of like, yeah, do, or you're immersed in something so much, you don't see opportunities. You don't see what's actually happening, the perspective of it. So sometimes we need to just take a deep breath in, hold it, and exhale. And then we are able to then see things just, and it is sometimes very necessary to balance ourselves, to have that break, just take a moment and then get going again. And then where they want you to focus is understanding. Yeah, it's so interesting. It all plays out together. So it is about understanding that it's an illusion that you're trapped in a certain way of being and doing a certain thing, acting a certain way, being in a relationship, moving towards specific goals, thinking you're defined as something like, oh, I could never do that because I'm this way. Or I'm, if it's about health and fitness, I've tried to diet a million times, nothing ever works, so I'm just this, right? And it's like, no, you can be healthier and happier and fitter. It just may not be society's thing. And it may be, and you've learned every time. I don't look at like every time you diet and try that it's failure. I look at it as that you're learning what works, what doesn't work. You're learning how you deal with things. And when you look at things that way, you understand it's just an illusion that you can't accomplish something. It's just our own fears, insecurities, lack of self-worth that kind of prevent us from moving forward. And that applies to relationships, applies to career, all of that. You are never trapped or defined as something. It may be a part of you, but you can grow and evolve from it. And it seems very much by these cards that Pisces, that the universe is working to help you move forward from something. So that way you're not just so defined or stuck in one thing, and that you need to move forward. So really interesting. Let's get some clarity on this. So the Temperance card, synchronicity, signs, symbols from the universe are there to guide and help you move in a certain direction. It may be a new direction. It may be connecting you to the right people, hearing about the right job opportunity or adventure. Excuse me, yeah, again, it's very much like you need to stay focused, stay, on your path. Don't get distracted by drama, conflict all around you. Just stay neutral. Don't get pulled into stuff. Don't get pulled into other people's energies. It really kind of, the whole feeling about this is pay attention and do whatever you need to do in order to pay attention to some signs or some guidance from the universe that's trying to get you to move in the correct direction. So again, if a door closes, it's because they're trying to push you in another direction. They're talking about you shining. So it's really kind of through it, it's all about you being 100% authentically yourself, and that the more that you get pulled into drama and conflict or other people's energies, it kind of dims your light, and you're not being 100% authentically yourself. So the more you're doing that, the more you move forward. The Two of Wands is about not limiting your thinking, not settling, not going, you know what, I'm just gonna deal with this. And I'm just like almost being in survival mode all the time and not thinking you can have more. And this card is all about, you need to, like, mindset wise, you need to think that you can have more, you can do more, you can, like, the world is your oyster. It's in your hand. You can make your world what you want it to be. Yeah. And then the Eight of Cups is similar. It is all about looking at the world like a big adventure, your life as a big adventure, letting go of the things that no longer serve you and moving on to this big adventure that's waiting for you. It doesn't matter, even if it's the same thing, it's just looking at it differently. Instead of going, oh God, I gotta get up and do this today. It's more like, woohoo, I get to do this today, and this will provide me for this, and then I can go and do this. And so it's looking at things with a different perspective, more of an adventure kind of attitude. And it is also letting go of things so you can go out and have more adventure, go out and grab the things that you want in your life, seeing more things, experiencing more things, and not just settling, being trapped in this situation, whether that's you trapping yourself or a career or a relationship. It's about moving on to bigger and better, or even if you stay in the same situation, it's improving it, growing it, and moving on to, like, breaking habits in it and moving on to better things. Okay, so the challenge that you have this week is being opened to new things. And, you're in the now, you're focusing, you're doing what you need to do, but it's being present in the now and also being open to opportunities that come in. Yeah, the page, it's so funny because they're all like very similar. So the Page of Swords is all about listening to your gut, not getting distracted. I find this card is that, like the movie Up, right? Where the dogs are doing whatever they're doing and then they see a squirrel and they go, squirrel. And then they get distracted and then they're like, what was I doing? Right? So it's all about not getting distracted, being 100% authentically yourself, walking your path and not looking at what other people are doing, saying how they're doing it. It's like, you do you, just do you. The Three of Wands is about letting go of the past. We can't go back and change it. We can't go back and live in it. It's about being in the now. And again, being present. They keep saying that over and over again about being in the now and being present. And I know a lot of times that when they do say that is because there's an opportunity or something happening that's going to, that they don't want you to miss, especially with the synchronicity card, because sometimes if we're looking too far forward or we're looking backwards, we don't see the opportunity that comes right across our path, right? So it's really about being in the now and being present, but also being not so structured or closed off that we are not open to going down another path. Or I hate saying another path because then people are like, I've been working hard at this one, right? And it's like, it's more an opportunity to grow that, what you want to happen in your life, right? It could be to meet the right people, to expand different things. and connect you to different things, to learn different things, to really enhance the main path. So it's just being open to opportunities. Wow. And when you do that, it leads you to big success, happiness, fulfillment. That is the lottery win card. So you might want to buy a lottery ticket, but it is, it just really feels like you need to move forward towards this. You need to pay attention to opportunity because it's leading you to big success. Don't settle and don't stay still. The Hierophant is that someone might want to help you, guide you, provide you with information, and you need to take that advice. Because sometimes we're like, no, I'll just do it on my own. This is about someone who genuinely has no, agenda. They just want to see you succeed. It can be a teacher, a guide, a mentor, a friend, a professional like a headhunter if it's a job. But they really, you may pay them, but ultimately their agenda is to see you be successful, and they want to see that. And so you need to listen to what they're telling you to help guide you and keep you on the right path, or lead you to an opportunity. What you don't see coming this week is the Nine of Wands, which again is kind of like, instead of doing, it's almost just taking a moment, right? Just chilling for a moment, taking a deep breath in, exhaling, and then getting back at it, right? And it's so important sometimes, well, for many times it's to balance us, right? Because it's kind of like we're going, and we don't see anything around us other than what we're focusing on. So it's like, okay, just chill for a moment and just take a step back and get a look at what you're building or what you're doing, and then you can get back at it. And again, they keep saying the more you're focused on what you're doing and like really kind of hyper focusing on it, you're missing the opportunities that are being provided to you by the universe, or answers to your questions that are being provided to you. So you need to kind of slow down a bit, take a deep breath, have moments where you just have those moments, exhale, and then go again. It's almost like getting a new perspective. The scenario they keep showing me is like painting a beautiful picture or building something, and you're so focused on putting the pieces together that you don't see the whole house. And then you take a step back and go, wow, look, I built the house, right? So that's kind of that feeling. But then you say, oh, geez, I didn't build that side of the house. Or there's an opportunity to put a pool in, or whatever it is. So it's kind of taking a step back, taking a deep breath, and kind of looking at everything and then moving forward. The King of Cups is stay focused, stay on your goals, keep moving forward, but don't get distracted. Don't get pulled into drama, conflict. They kind of keep saying that kind of stuff. It's like, if you're going to take a break, take a break for the right reasons. Don't, get hooked into all the drama around you when you take a break. Just stay focused and keep moving forward. There's the Eight of Swords again. So you have it twice. And it's all about being trapped in a certain way of being. Like if you're like, oh, I'm always the one that fixes everything. I'm always the one that gets pulled into drama, or I'm always the one that has to fix this at work. Or I don't spend time for myself because I'm always so busy fixing everybody else. You're not trapped in that. And you're not defined by it. It is a piece of who you are. And you can say, you know what, I know this about myself. So I know I just can't get pulled into it, and I can move forward towards my goals while still helping or guiding, but not getting totally consumed by this conflict or consumed by the work. So, and if it's a relationship, it's kind of like, I can see what is toxic about it or what is good about it. And I can now, I don't need to be trapped in that the way it is. I can change it and move forward. And there's the Lovers card. So the Lovers, if it's like don't have anyone in your life, you're looking for a new partner, it can be that you might be trapped in, oh, I'll never find the right person, or I'm meant to be single, or whatever it is. It's like, as soon as you move out of it and say, you know what, no, that was the old me. I let people treat me a certain way. I've learned a lot. I'm moving forward. And then in comes this Lover. If it's not about love, it can be about growing a current relationship and connecting to the passion of it, rather than saying, you know what, this is this is the way this was. So it's growing that relationship with passion. And if it's about career, it's understanding that you can move out of what you don't like and move towards the passions that you have. And, you know, why do you do what you do? And sometimes it can literally be that you are passionate about something, you get so consumed by doing the stuff that it no longer, it's like, oh, it goes from being a passion to being hard work and you hating it, to then you realize, oh, wait a minute, I really do love this, and this is why I do this. And then it kind of changes the dynamic. You're no longer trapped in it. It's more that you're passionate about what you're doing, and so it changes the way you look at it. The Two of Swords is something that you've been looking for, something that you've been asking, is right in front of you. So you need to take your blindfold off, and it's sort of like the way they're showing it to me is like, you know, closing your eyes and sticking your fingers in your and going la 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 la, right? It's sort of like you're being very stubborn, and you need to kind of stop being trapped in this certain way of being, and be open to what's right in front of you, and what's going to move you forward. And that's what I think the whole stepping back is. It's like you're so focused and sticking your fingers in your ears and closing your eyes that you're not seeing what's right there. So you need to kind of do that, have a break, and then you can move in the direction you are meant to move in. And then where they want you to focus on is that you're not trapped in a certain way of being. You're not defined by something. You know, it can be anything that you feel that way with. And a lot of times we don't move forward because of fear, lack of insecurity, or that we think we need to do something. It can be even like, oh, I can't take a vacation. I need to take a vacation, but I feel trapped because of this, this, and this, and this. And it's like, you can take that break. You know, they'll survive. You'll survive. It's all good. The Ten of Swords is that you're done. You know, this is great when the two cards are together, because it's basically saying you're done being trapped. You are done. You've been pushed into a corner, and you're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not going to be trapped anymore. I'm coming forward. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. I'm done being treated a certain way. I'm done allowing others to treat me a certain way. I'm done acting a certain way. So I'm going to move forward. So that's fabulous. Then it's just putting your head down, working hard. This can be learning something as well, like gathering some information to move towards your success. That can be getting a big picture, getting a new perspective, but it's gathering information that leads to ultimately to your success. And there's the Two of Swords again. So you have that. So it is all about, it's almost feels like taking a hard look at like where you are and taking a step back, and then seeing the truths and a different, they don't call it a different perspective, but they're calling it just look at what's right there and then move forward. And then when you do that, you get the Six of Pentacles, which is all about balancing your life. And the more balanced you are, the more success that comes in. So there's kind of this element of, you know, working hard, but banging your head against the wall and not really moving forward. And then you kind of say, you know what, I'm not trapped in like working 90 hours a week kind of thing. I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to work smart. And then you kind of get this new perspective, and then your life is balanced. You're like, I'm going to do more fun things. I'm going to do this. And you actually attract more abundance into your life, not just like life experiences, but money will actually flow to you, because by working like so like focused and banging your head against the wall and not really moving forward is just kind of blocking that abundance coming in. So once you take a step back and readjust things and balance your life, then it really flows in. So really important and really interesting, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. I would love it if you shared and liked my videos. That helps me grow my channel and helps me keep doing this. Have a fabulous week, and I will talk to you next week.
You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf.